Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Monique Smith Gadson with Transforming Visions Counseling and Consulting Services. We are all about relationships, building, developing, strengthening, and restoring relationships. That is what we do. So you can find us here on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and also on Instagram. We appreciate you if you follow and support us. So today I am here to just do another segment for before dates and deposits. And for those of you who follow me, you know this is where I talk about creating this space for couples to come and to talk a bit before about their relationship before they become engaged. So I just wanted to really kind of bring pre-engagement under the microscope just a little bit more. I talk about it, but I do want to kind of begin to dig a little deeper into it and give an idea of kind of what happens in pre-engagement counseling. So one of the things that we do in pre-engagement counseling is we have the opportunity to create a space for the couple to talk about the relationship. Simply the relationship. That's what is going to either make or break them in the future is the relationship, the health of the relationship. If you come into pre-engagement counseling before you have already set wedding dates and before you've already purchased engagement rings and before you've already started the wedding planning and the stresses of the wedding planning and wedding parties and parents and all of that gets involved, pre-engagement just creates an opportunity for a couple to focus solely on themselves, each individual within that relationship and the relationship. That is what we focus on. So in pre-engagement counseling, we have this opportunity where each individual can share his or her lived experiences. We talk a lot about family of origin experiences. We talk about how those things were processed, the meaning that has been attached to those. And probably what most people might be unaware of is how that impacts an individual currently. Most people don't really understand or won't make the connection between their family of origin experiences with how they might be struggling with some areas of their relationship currently. So one of the things that we do in pre-engagement counseling is we have that opportunity to really focus in on just the relationship. Just a relationship. And that is without, again, the pressures of wedding planning, without the pressures of hearing a lot of people in your ears with the what you should be doing and what you should not be doing. This gives the couple the opportunity to again be able to talk intimately, be able to talk extensively, to even share concerns about things that would keep them from moving closer to engagement. These are topics that are better suited for discussion prior to engagement. And although be it there will be emotional impact, maybe adverse emotional impact for a couple if they decided that engagement is not the best thing for them at all or even at that time, it is better for a couple to come to terms with making that decision before the pressure of the public eye, if you will, and the social media eye is upon them with all of the information about we've already become engaged, we've done photo shoots and everything else that is a part of this whole engagement experience today and excitement. There is so much that is involved in it that again it creates an additional stressor for couples to have to deal with if at that point they just begin their premarital counseling. So again, I am just all about wanting to create this platform for pre-engagement. I'm trying to do the best I know to do to talk to couples and try to get ahead of couples before they become engaged and to talk about creating this space again. Just to kind of recap, is pre-engagement creates a space where you don't have the pressure of wedding planning on you. Okay, you don't have that pressure. Secondly, you don't have the pressure of family and friends and social media on you as well, because nobody knows if you are getting engaged or not. They just know that you, if you have disclosed it, that you are a couple who is committed, who might be have dated extensively, but that's all they know. Okay, and lastly, again, for pre-engagement, it also creates a space where you can talk about those concerns about your relationship that might prevent you from wanting to move closer into oh, I shouldn't say closer into, but closer to becoming engaged and even talking about potential marriage. It gives this space to not have any obstacles, to really look at the relationship for what it really is. Hopefully, we've kind of moved away from the newness and the excitement and the romantic, kind of honeymoon phase of even being in a committed relationship, where we really get down to the nitty gritty and we talk about what is this relationship made of. It's made of two individuals, but what do these two individuals bring into this relationship, either for the good or the bad of this relationship? That is the time to really focus in on the dynamics of the relationship, the two individuals that are within that relationship, and to really, really talk about your relationship without, again, those pressures of wedding planning, family and friends, and also social media pressure as well. So I really encourage couples, if you are seriously dating, if you're thinking engagement, if you're wondering, is this something that we really want to do, is move towards engagement, at that time, I strongly advise you to go ahead and seek out professional counseling and talk about those unique dynamics that exist only in your relationship. Yes, people can mentor and people can give advice and talk about things that they've gone through and things they may see in you, but a trained relationship therapist is going to be the one to help you get in and look at those dynamics that each individual possesses, and to really look at what both individuals are pouring into that relationship, so that we can talk about whether or not this relationship is healthy or not. Okay, so I strongly suggest to couples to go ahead and to seriously consider engaging or entering into pre-engagement counseling as soon as you possibly can. I wish I had kept numbers over the years, but I will ask the guys, usually, how long did you have to ponder, or did you have to seriously ponder before you decided to buy that engagement ring? And I haven't had too many guys to say they had not gone through this long process of, am I sure this is what I want to do before I go and make this very huge investment, and not only in my life, but in this person's life that I am preparing to propose to. So I just think that it is so beneficial for couples to stop and invest in their relationship first and foremost, to consider it a priority before we get caught up into the excitement and the experience of being engaged and preparing to be married. I think you owe it to yourselves to be able to move further, not only in your individual lives, but also in your relationship. I believe you owe it to yourselves to have a sense of security and a sense of assurance that this next step, being engaged, is exactly what we want to do, what we desire to do, and we feel really good about doing this after we've gone through this process in pre-engagement counseling. Okay, so I am Dr. Monique Smith Gadson, again with Transforming Visions. We're all about building, developing, strengthening, restoring relationships. I'm all about helping you to prepare for relationships so that they can be as healthy as they possibly can be, which overall is just a good positive factor towards your mental health wellness as well. All right, so thank you so much for stopping by and listening to me just talk a little bit more about before dates and deposits. the importance of pre-engagement counseling, kind of what happens in it, and why it is really a good investment of your time and also your resources. So I'm Dr. Monique Smith Gadson. Follow me here. Please subscribe on my YouTube. And again, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Look so forward to seeing you the next time. Bye-bye.